Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first meeting of the year of the West Sacramento Area Flood Control Agency. We'll start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. We have a fairly short agenda today, so we'll start with presentations by the public on matters not on today's agenda.
There are no comments received beforehand, and I invite anyone to speak on matters not on the agenda now.
Okay. We'll move on to item 1B, monthly and year-to-date review of revenue and expenses.
Good morning, board members and staff. I'll be reporting out on the expenses and revenue for the month of October 2023. In Fund 870, the beginning balance was approximately $8.3 million. There was $4 in revenue, and expenses were $13,000, making the position at $8.29 million for Fund 870. The beginning balance for 871 was $10.5 million. There was no revenue, and expenses were $199,000, making the ending position for Fund 871 approximately $10.3 million. Looking at the year-to-date position, the combined cash position is approximately $18.6 million. And as of January 8th, 2024, the cash position is approximately $11.7 million. So I'm still playing a little bit of catch up right now, so please let me know if you have any questions, and I can look into it and get back to you at the next meeting.
Any questions?
No.
Hearing none, we'll continue on to our consent agenda. I've been asked to pull item 2, the contract amendment, which we'll discuss under our regular agenda. So on the consent agenda, we just have item 3, which is approval of our November 16th, 2023 minute.
I'll approve the minutes.
It's been moved and second to approve the minutes and the consent agenda as a whole. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries, and we'll move on to the contract amendment for GEI. And staff, you have a update on it?
Yes. Thank you, Chair Ramos. Staff would like to tell the board that there's a revised contract amendment for your consideration this morning. The previous contract amendment, Amendment 3, that was approved by you, had an incorrect contract total on it. This contract amendment makes explicit that there was an additional $8,000 that was previously approved by the board in Contract Amendment 1. That happened in 2018, I believe. So this amendment has been modified to show the amount of funds that the board has approved in full. And the request is that the board approve this amendment, which also provides a time extension for the remainder of this calendar year. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yes.
Central Valley has. What is the purpose?
Central Valley. Oh, so early on in the process, when we were still in design for the restoration project, we had a outside consultant that did some work relative to what was the expected fish passage that would happen in the offset areas. So it was a study program to provide some input into the mitigation plan.
Okay, well, if there's no other questions, I'll make the motion that we approve amendment number 4 to contract with GEI Consultant.
I'll second.
Been first and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposition? There's none. Motion carries unanimous. We'll move on to item 4A, Wsafca project update.
Thank you, Chair Ramos. Couple of updates. Southport, let's start with Southport. Staff is meeting with DWR Real Estate this week to discuss what the remaining items are that need to be completed to close out the Southport project. Revised record of survey will be delivered to DWR at the end of the week. In regards to the restoration areas and the Southport mitigation, the annual report was completed by River Partners and reviewed by GEI. What we saw was in both the north and the south areas, there was subpar performance in terms of vitality and canopy cover. The cause of that is assumed to be part of the lengthy inundation period that happened last year that extended all the way until June, caused a significant amount of mortality of trees in both and understory plants. So we're presently working with River Partners. We do have money budgeted for replantings and GEI to implement a plan to achieve the necessary performance objectives that are called for in our permitting. Any questions about that? Okay. The Yolo East levee project is complete. The levee construction is complete. The only remaining punch item is the installation of a new gate at Channel Drive. So that's underway. That's supposed to be done between now and the end of February. In terms of the Yolo East North Levee project, the selected contractor is behind in submitting their construction schedule, and the district has sent them a letter of concern letting them know that they did not meet that submittal milestone. Still waiting to hear back. There's a general contractor and a subcontractor. There's some communication issues going on. We'll let you know next month if that's been resolved. With regard to the Sacramento River North Levee project, this week Blackburn Consulting completed supplemental geotechnical borings in segment 3 of the Sacramento River North project. These investigations are being conducted to help the district's geotechnical group develop a geotechnical basis of design report, which will then feed into the design consideration for this segment. In addition, the district will be conducting additional geotechnical borings in segments 1 and 2 later this year. And we also expect the geotechnical basis of design report to be completed towards the end of the calendar year and kick off design for those segments. And then the other tail end of this, Stone Locked. I think we reported previously that we completed a design charrette in the fall. That design charrette recommendations were reviewed and approved by the District Office of Counsel. The team is now waiting for senior staff in the Change Management Board to approve those recommendations. Once that occurs, and we do think that that's going to happen this month, once that occurs, the district will solicit for an AE firm to initiate design for the Stone Lock project. So there'll be a lot of projects in design over the next year to 2 years. All along the Sacramento River stem. That's staff's report on the update for this.
Okay. Is there going to be any additional work needed south of the locks tie in with what the Corps did years ago, or is that all?
The intention is to bring the Stone Lock design that would connect up to what was called the Sac Bank project that the Corps completed prior to Southport. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'd have a complete, that part of the system would be complete all the way from the weir all the way down to the city's southernmost limit.
Very good. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much, Paul. Item 4B, director's comments.
My only comment is I'd like to welcome back Jen. It's nice to see you. Thank you.
Okay. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.